Really quality team. Obviously a great pitching staff, as their numbers show. They have some really good veteran position players that have had a lot of success there over the last couple of years and have really played well from game one until now. So it'll be a great challenge.
Is their style changed much with the new coaching staff?
Well, a lot of the familiar faces from last year that there wasn't a lot broken with, so we expect a lot of the same. I think Coach Esker's a great coach, and obviously we're familiar with him, from being over at Cal for a number of years, so we know what their staff brings in terms of style, and no surprise to me that their staff and those players have had a lot of success.
Could you see their pitching success coming?
Oh, there's no doubt. Beck was out for the season last year with an injury that probably would have made them national championship contender last year, and they almost were without him. So you throw him back in there. Chris Bubik has been really good. Miller on the weekend, Jack Little at the back of the game. So, they have what they need, in terms of there to collect a lot of outs, and that's what they've done.
That other Beck is his brother?
Yeah, younger brother.
So they've got two of those.
Two of those.
So this Saturday, you guys are going to honor Jerry Kindall before the game. You've talked about the impact that he's had on you. What sort of lessons did you take from him that you still apply on a daily basis out here on the field?
Yeah, from a coaching standpoint, you could just look at all of those teams and how grounded they were in fundamentals. They did little things really well. But the far greater than that is the person that he was and the character that he had. One of my most memorable moments of being here at Arizona is him calling me wishing us luck when we were at the Super Regional at Mississippi State. And I remember standing outside the hotel going like, man, Jerry Kindall just called to wish us good luck tonight. And I just think he's just was a Hall of Fame person. And it's really important to me that, on the field, off the field, that our players and our program is doing things that honor his legacy.
What do you like about what you're getting from your bullpen right now?
I think it's great. I think we have a lot of options, and we designed this team that way. We really knew we had to get after the pitching recruiting from the second that we got here, and I think you're seeing some of the fruits of the work and the recruiting that our entire staff has done. And we just have a lot of options. You can run a lot of guys out there, and it's not really a conventional way to do it, but it's a way that's been very successful for this team.
Sherman in particular, what's he kind of doing right now that's kind of making him so?
Yeah, he's Zach is really evolved, and you can make an argument that he's one of our top 2 or 3 pitchers right now, and that's a great revelation for us. And I got to hand it to him because it's a guy that did not get in one of the first 13 games of the season, I think, and with that, stuck with it. Was doing some things with his pitch repertoire that improved, and just kind of put his head down and work. And we have a couple guys like that. Him and Zach Stone jumped to the forefront, where they weren't necessarily at the beginning. And that's a good success story and a big part of our current rise.
What were you expecting Zach Stone's role to be when he decided to grad transfer over here from Cal?
Yeah, I knew 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever it was now, UC Davis had one really good pitcher, when I was at Nevada, and that was Zach. And he went through some arm trouble. They made him a starter the year after that, I guess what would have been 2016, and wasn't going to be able to get into their grad program there at UC Davis, and wanted to play at a place with an environment like Arizona. And so I felt if we could get the arm strength rebooted, which he's done, he's been up to 93, he was up to 93 last weekend, then we would have somebody that could fulfill a role, and he's been great for us.
With Aguilar, is he kind of where he needs to be in that kind of midweek role, or is he a guy that could get another?
Well, he's going to be available this weekend. He got through 7 innings with a relatively low pitch count for 7 innings last night, and I think this particular weekend you're going to see him in some capacity. It might be later in the weekend, might be Saturday or Sunday, but he'll be a part of that. And we play every game. Every game's a playoff game. That's just the way college baseball is, and I really think our team has done a good job of respecting that, and Juan's been a big part of that, particularly the last couple of weeks.
How would you describe his progress from when you got him to now?
I think he was very successful at Cochise, and I've said this a number of times, is we should have used him more last year. But to his credit, like Zach Sherman, he just put his head down and worked. He changed his body in the off season. really got into the weight room, has worked really hard with Coach Lon, and he's seeing the benefits of that, and our team is really seeing the benefits of it. And he's just a high-level pitchability guy where you don't really know what's coming because he can throw all his pitches for strikes.
What's kind of allowed